guys, this video is going to be on rational expressions and restrictions. So kind of like simplifying rational expressions and what restrictions are and how we can find them, that kind of thing. Could be very, very fun. I know, right? Anyway, my first thing I want to talk about is this one. Let's say we have 2x squared plus 6x over x. Okay, now the first step in solving this, like simplifying if we want to get from here to a simpler thing, is we're going to factor it. I have a video on factoring, so I'm not going to go too into that, but if we factor the top, we're going to common factor the 2x out. This will be 2x in brackets x plus 3. Correct. Yes. Over x. Okay, and now if we want to, now here, after the factoring stage, we're going to set our restrictions. Now, a restriction, I'm going to go more into restrictions in a little bit, but a restriction simply states that if we have a division problem like this, okay, a fraction, you can't divide by 0. It's just something we can't do, okay? So a restriction is anything that is going to make this undefinable. This bottom part turn into a 0. We don't want that. So x, in this case, the restrictions would be x can't equal, because what you sum into x, it can't equal 0. Because this is the only thing on the bottom, okay? Oh, I don't have enough room on these stupid boards. Anyway, now we're going to cross things out. Since everything is multiplication here, like all this here is multiplication, we can cross out this x with this x, and this would just make this equation 2x plus 3. Okay? All right. Now I want to take a more in-depth problem and go over some more things. Okay, things in depth. I'm going to write smaller. I really hope you guys can see it. But, yes. I don't need that. Okay. 24 x cubed plus 6x squared plus 12x. Okay, and we have all of this over 6x. The first step is factoring. We would factor both the top and the bottom. We can't factor the bottom, so we're going to factor the top. The top, we're going to common factor out the 6x. This will be 6x in brackets 4x squared plus x plus 2. Okay, over 6x. The second step is to state our restrictions, okay? Again, the restrictions are anything that is going to make this turn into 0. Now we have two kind of things here. We have our 6 and we have our x. 6 can't equal 0 anyway because you can't sub anything into 6 because it's just 6. X we can sub things into. To make this whole thing 0, if you sub 0 into this, that's 6 times 0, which makes this whole bottom thing 0, okay? So if it's something times x, you can't make it 0. So our restrictions, oh, why would I erase that? Whatever. 6x. Our restrictions are x can't equal 0. Now we're going to start crossing things out. 6x and 6x. Since it's multiplication, we can cross those both out. This just leaves us with 4x squared plus x plus 2. This is equal to our original problem, okay? As long as x doesn't equal 0. All right. I kind of want to switch markers. Markers. I would rather chalk, but I don't have a chalkboard. So, you kind of have to work with what we've got here. That's okay, though. Because, I don't know why it's okay. Can you see that? Maybe. Okay, we're going to try out this blue marker. Where did my book go? Anyway, right here. So those are our steps. Now, if we had something a little bit more complicated, like if we had y squared minus 8y plus 15 over y squared minus 25. I don't like this marker either. It's okay. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. This one's pretty. Okay, I say that, but Anyway, we're going to factor the top and the bottom. That's our second step. Factoring the top will give us like our trinomial type 1, what times what is up to, 15, and what adds up to negative 8. That would be negative 3 and 5, which would be x. Ooh, this is like super fine tip. Look at this thing. Yeah. Whoa. Anyway, x minus 3, right? Yeah. And then x minus 5. No, it would not be x. Our variable is y. Don't mind that. Y minus 3, and then y minus 5 over, this is a difference of squares, so it will be y plus 5, y minus 5. Now we're going to state our restrictions. Now, restrictions, right, would mean if this equals to 0. So we have two things in this problem. We have this one. Oh my god, freaking markers, man. See, I don't know how bad it looks on camera, but it looks pretty bad here, and I just want you guys to be able to see it. Okay. We have these two things here, okay? If this is going to equal 0, because we're multiplying this and this, one of them has to equal 0. If we're like putting ourselves in that mindset, if this is going to equal 0, either this has to equal 0 or this has to equal 0. Our first one is y minus 5. So we're going to say it equals 0, okay? And doing some equation work, we can get y is equal to 5. So if y is equal to 5, and we sub 5 into here, we're going to get 0 here. This times 0 would be 0, and this whole thing wouldn't work. So one of our restrictions is y can't equal 5. Our second one is y plus 5. We're going to say that equals 0. That would be y equals negative 5. So y can't equal negative 5. You could write that as y can't equal 5 or negative 5, or you could just write that as y can't equal plus or minus 5. Okay? Now we're going to start crossing things out. We have a multiplied by y minus 5 on this and a y minus 5 on that. I'm going to cross both of those out. That is y minus 3 on the top over y plus 5 on the bottom. That looks like an S. Anyway, that is that. I want to go to a more complicated one once I, yet again, grab a new marker. Haha. Come on. Let's see how long that one lasts. Maybe. Oh, this one's like sticking to my board. Ugh. That's not nice. You guys should vote on if I should get a chalkboard. Plastic chalkboard for these videos, because I'm struggling. It's okay. Okay, next one is... Actually, the last one I went over. Okay, if we have something more complicated, like 6v squared plus 11v plus 3 over... Freaking marker. Okay, 4v squared plus 8v plus 3. Okay, first step is factoring. Both of these are type 2 trinomials. So, I already did the factoring, so it doesn't take too long, but you can go through and factor them if you want to. This would factor out to 3x plus 1, 2x plus 3, over 2x plus 1, 2x plus 3. Now we're going to get our Seder restrictions. Okay, again, either this or this has to equal 0. So we have 2x plus 1 equals 0. Eventually you'll learn to be able to just look. Can you even see that? You can't see that, can you? It's going to be okay. Eventually you're just going to be able to look at those and say what the restrictions are. I guess it depends on how complicated it is. But, it's a good thing to know how you get there. Okay, I should go out and buy a new thing of markers, shall I? Anyway, this is our expression. 2x plus 1 equals 0. So that'd be 2x equals negative 1. And then to isolate that x, that'd be x equals negative 1 over 2. Okay, so one of our restrictions is negative 1 over 2. That's from this one. Next one, 2x plus 3. That equals 0. That'd be 2x equals negative 3 divided by 2. So that would just be negative 3 over 2. Okay? Basically, we're solving for x in both of these. Alright. Now we're going to cross out some things. This is the same as this thing, and we're multiplying, so these can both go. This then simples out to 3x plus 1 over 2x plus 1. That's it. Okay? That's all I have to show you for this. I want to do another one on multiplying and dividing rational expressions, but I have to go hunt down a marker that works. So I'm going to do that. You guys go have some fun, touch some grass, do some fun things. And I don't know. Do some stuff.